So a few years back, you may recall I did a TV trash on Halloween is Grinch Night, a Dr. Seuss animated special that wasn't actually adapted from any book. If you're not aware, that wasn't a rare one-time occurrence. Throughout the 1970s, after adapting his most famous works into animation, Theodore Geisel actually helped create a number of original works that went straight to cartoons for the small screen. They were mostly produced by our old friends Fritz Freeling and David DePatie, which is a bit ironic, given that Chuck Jones made at least the first couple of Seuss animated specials after Warner fired him, only for him to get replaced by the same people that officially replaced him at Warner. The cartoon industry has always been cutthroat like that. Grinch Night was actually the second of these original animated specials, but for this month, we'll go ahead and look at the others in chronological order. So let's start with the Hoober Bloob Highway. What is this thing about? Well, remember how your parents used to tell you as a kid that you were delivered by a stork because their uber-Christian upbringing made them too scared to tell you the truth? It's almost like Mr. Geisel decided to get revenge by saying I can make that story even more insane. We open by showing the Earth being connected to a giant swirling beam of light traveling up to the heavens. See, the Vogons didn't need to destroy the planet for their hyperspace bypass. We're introduced to Mr. Hoober Bloob and his living cello. No, this monstrosity is never explained. He's basically here just to be the guy's assistant and annoy him by playing this one verse over and over again.
I, of course, am Mr. Hoober Bloob, the dispatcher. Please.
So Hoober Bloob's entire job is basically taking newborns and determining where they are to be sent down to Earth. Where exactly do the babies come from? Well, they actually do give a fully detailed explanation for that. And that explanation is, look at the kitty! Look at the kitty! At first, Hoober tells the kid, who he simply refers to as Bub, all of the possible places he could be sent to.
You might live in this lovely palace in Bajanajistan, and you might think that that would make you a very lucky little man.
But, very frankly, the attic is simply infested with tigers.
You know, I can think of one kid with spiky hair that would absolutely love this arrangement.
You could very, very possibly go to a most attractive smallish town called North Ninza Here the snow is crisp and clear. There are no tigers here to fear. But I'm sorry to inform you that you'd have to learn how to milk a walrus.
I don't know why, but milk a walrus was just the funniest thing ever when I first watched this.
Suppose you were sent to the town of Gazer, where the beautiful sidewalks go every which where, and you live in this happy home high in the air, with your bedroom up here and your bathroom up there.
All that, Hoober proceeds to say that where the kid will actually be sent is literally a matter of spinning a wheel. So all that we were told beforehand was completely pointless. Good to know.
We are delighted to be able to announce that this fortunate little fella has won the jackpot and the privilege of living in the town of West Wachacatella.
I wonder if that place also requires all businesses to have three-word alliterative names like that place in Washington.
Please.
Hey dude, at least you didn't give life to an accordion to be your assistant.
This is your life in West Wachacatella.
Socks, shirt, itches, britches, toothbrush, hairbrush, carry out the garbage can.
Why do I have the feeling I'm giving a lot of my viewers PTSD from watching this? So after all that, Hoober then proceeds to tell Bub that he doesn't actually have to even be a human!
There are unlimited possibilities for a tizzle top-tufted salubrian snipe. You can be one of them if you care for that type. This is our latest two-tone model of the always popular six-footed bottle.
Oh boy, is it a good thing this was made in 1975 and not today. No one show this to the right-wing psychos on Twitter! But then Hoober immediately switches back to tell the kid just what all would happen if he did choose to be a human. Man, this guy waffles so much, he should be serving hash browns scattered, smothered, and covered.
You have now reached a point in your education when it's time to think about your future. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, first I wanted to be a cartoonist, and then an actor, and then a writer, and it looks like I ended up in some messy mashup of all those things. But after all this, it's still the kid's decision to make, and...
He votes in the affirmative.
like we're all surprised that was his choice. Too bad. I was looking forward to seeing him as a six-footed fodder.
Good luck, Bub, to you, Bub, as you skittle down the skyway. You're heading for the Earth, Bub, on the Hoober Bloob Highway. Out of the nowhere, heading into the here. You just joined the membership. Let's give the kid a cheer.
Happy birthday!
A lot of people may dismiss this special as another cop-out to keep parents from having to talk about the facts of life, but there definitely is something deeper to it. It does kind of play out like one of those instructional film strips a lot of us were shown in school, which is actually how I saw it for the first time. Ultimately, it seems to deliver the message that it really doesn't matter where you originated from. Ultimately, you have to make your own decisions. And when you make the ones that are true to your heart, you rarely, if ever, will go wrong. Which is what I think they may have also been trying with the next special. But as to if they succeeded, well, next time, everyone.